Proclaim God from generation to generation. Psalm 79 and verse 13. Then we, your people, the sheep of your pasture, will thank you forever and ever, praising your greatness from generation to generation. This Psalm of David is one of thanksgiving. He knew the history of Israel and how God led the forefathers from captivity to freedom. History is one of the boring subjects in school, at least for me. Nevertheless, if you need to appreciate the story of freedom, you cannot do without history. History gives the snapshot of the past and paves way for the future generation to reminiscent and glean from it. Everyone has a story and every nation has one. The story of God's people made the world of difference. It made the world turn around to Israel, a smaller nation in awe. It was God's miraculous hand. It is interesting to note that we are part of this history, God's story of life. We who follow Jesus have this bound duty and responsibility of passing the love of God to generation after generation. Are we doing it? As a pastor, I feel sad that parents have failed to proclaim to the forthcoming generation. They teach them everything from sport to artificial intelligence. They have not taught them the scriptures. Some parents have skipped Sunday morning worship service to take them for picnics. Some even have taken them to movies of their favorite heroes for the first day, first show, while they show up late to church. David never gave up his proclamation of God to the generations. That is why he was anxious to build a temple for God, and God, for his sovereign reason, allowed his son Solomon to build the temple. If you and I do not proclaim God, God can even use animals and objects to proclaim his glory. It is better for us to share God and remain blessed. Proclaim God from generation to generation. Amen.